Thank you. Good morning guys, hope you're doing just fine and welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the video title, I'm going to talk to you today about 5 useful things that can help you when you're travelling by bus and even by train. Now this is a bit of a carry on from my second video where I talked to you things I like and didn't like about buses, but then I also added a bit on the end where I showed you certain features of a bus. It's not going to be long-winded like that this time. I'm going to go into Brighton, do some time lapses and film specific areas of buses, come back and then talk to you guys about them. I've also got an app on my phone which I mentioned in the description of my previous video, and I'll go through that with you. With all of you, because it is very useful. Although it's mainly for the Brighton area, this app, it does work in London, and it shows you the train times, the overground train times and underground train times. So, without further ado, let's get into Brighton and do some filming. See you guys in a bit.
Right, first off I'd just like to apologise about the audio quality. I'm using a cheap computer headset, but I just wanted to draw your attention to this photograph here, which I took in Brighton earlier today, and what I want you guys to look at is a 3-digit number, 482, and that is the fleet number of that particular bus. And what the fleet number is very useful for is that if you ever have any problems on the bus, like if the bus driver's rude to you, or if you feel like you've been bullied in any kind of way by any individual or group of people on the bus, that can come in useful, because then when you get off the bus, you can take a picture of it, and with the picture, your phone will date and timestamp it, and then that way that'll be your evidence to present to the company. So then the bus operator can then track down that bus at that particular time of day, at that particular location, and then they can launch an investigation from there into what exactly happened using the cameras on the bus. Now the next thing I want to talk to you guys about, which is coming up shortly, are a couple of time lapses which I did going in and out of Brighton. Where there's a few different features about, where there's a feature about bus stops, which I think good, which links into problems you may have on the bus. So there's like a little code on, like, in my area anyway, there's like a little code on the bus stop symbol next to like a little picture of a phone. And what that is if you text that code to a specific number, it'll come up with the current bus times. But you can also use that to show the bus provider as well the exact bus stop you were at, if there was any problems that ever occurred on your travels. The next thing is the information ticket. So with the information ticket, that comes in very useful. Unlike your digital tickets, which is what I use on a daily basis with my local provider, the information ticket is paper, and what that allows you to do is, again, have hard evidence of which bus you were on, who was driving it, and where you were at the time of the incident. That can work very well. And just quickly with this particular time lapse here, you might notice that some of the bus stops, the bus stays there for a fair bit longer than all the other bus stops, and that's not because lots of passengers are getting on, which is sometimes the case, but In this particular instance, the bus was ahead of schedule, so what it will do sometimes is pull over and sit there for 2 to 5 minutes. The bus driver will do their thing, whatever they do in the cab, and then once they're back on time, then they will drive off again.
Right, just before I go guys, I just wanted to show you an app which I mentioned at the beginning of the video, which I found very useful today going into Brighton. And as you saw with the time lapses, there were a few things which oh damn it. Right, one more thing before I go guys. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that there's an app which can be really useful in the Brighton area and also in the London area, because it shows you the train and tube times, underground times. And that app, if I can find it, is called, where are you? It's called Bus Times. So if I go into that, it comes up, oh, there we go. Comes up with this screen, so you have like a map of all your different bus stops, and it is very useful. So if I just pick a bus stop at random, okay, so let's go for one in the city centre or somewhere around there. All right, let's go for a bus stop by the Sea Life Centre. So as you can see here, when you click on the bus stop, it comes up with all the different bus times. It's not in focus. There we go, kind of in focus. Click on it again, and you get a larger list of all the different buses. And let's say you want to catch the 12X to Eastbourne. It will show you an approximation of where that bus is at that very moment, and also its remaining stops, the estimated time of arrival at those stops, and also one thing: all these little orange dots here, they are other routes that stop at these particular bus stops here. So and then another thing after that, you've got the little bell icon, and that sort of gives you a 10 to 15 minute reminder of when your bus is going to arrive. So it will pop up on your phone 10-15 minutes before, and that way you can get your bus on time.
Right, I just wanted to interrupt myself there to tell you guys about the fifth and final thing, which can be very useful when you're travelling, and that's to do with the bus app I was just mentioning there. The second part of it is about the trains, and that uses the same system where you can see the service at a particular station. You can see all the different services at one particular station and when they're going to arrive. So in the description of this video, I'll link the Android and iOS versions of this particular app, and if I can, I will try and find the Windows Phone version. But if I'm not sure if it exists, but if it doesn't, I do apologise for that. But anyway, let's get back to the video.
So that's it for today guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell icon next to it so you'll be notified every single time I upload. Next time I'll be uploading will be the 18th of January, and I'm planning on doing something a bit different that time round. I'll be doing something with my flight simulator, so if there's any of you out there that find them, well, have a fear of flying, then that might be the video for you, because I'll be using my flight simulator. But anyway, I'll explain more in that video. See you guys later.